Hi, Caroline here. Remember me? Well, if you don't remember me, then I guess continue watching and you'll soon remember me. A lot of people in my life I always say, hey, do you remember me? And they say, yeah, but I can tell they're not they're fibbing. Anyway, I want to start vlogging, and it's for a very different reason than most vloggers. I've been kind of videoing a lot of things in my life since before my daughter was born, so 20 something years ago. And I mean, it's just basically for the purpose of scrapbooking your memories and things like that. I mean, a video is always going to be better than a picture, right? I'm 43 and I'm not ashamed of it. And I want to capture a lot of things in my life, including people, memories, moments, stories that I think might want to be watched by my grandchildren in the future, or who knows what. Let's see if this works, if I could just pause my video, because sometimes I'm trying to be outside vlogging and there's all of a sudden people walking by, and I'm sure that not everybody wants to be on video. But before I pause, let me tell you, I'm a little bit of a scatterbrain. I get on one thought and another one jumps in my head, and then that other one gets pushed out. Some of you may know that, experience it. But anyway, I also have a little trouble breathing, my own fault from smoking. It's okay. But I have a lot of little stories and things that I want to capture. My cousin Angel passed away last year, September, and that was when I broke out my VCR and found some old videos of him and my mom. My mom also passed away last year in March, and so I think I really wanted to find more than just a picture, because I had dug up pictures for both of their funerals. I needed video. I wanted to see them. I wanted to hear them talk. I'm not going to get into it because then goes the waterworks. But anyway, there's people here. I'm going to try to pause and unpause. Hopefully that worked. Anyway, yeah, it looks like it's recording. So, if you're wondering where I'm at, it's Friday night. I'm off work. I usually work overnight, but since I'm off work, my sleep schedule is all over the place. Don't even ask. Maybe I'll tell you someday, but whatever. It's not the point. The point is, I'm out for a walk right now because I have a Fitbit. It's kind of dirty right here. And that arm was getting tired. The trouble of a YouTuber. I am in the middle of a Fitbit challenge with a few other people, and it goes from Monday through Friday, ends at midnight on Friday night. So right now it's about 9 p.m. Friday night, and I'm 7,000 behind the person who's in the lead. It ends at midnight, so I'm gonna try my best to take the lead, or win, or maybe come in second place, because right now I'm in third place. So anyway, I thought it'd be a good time to talk. I don't think this is the best angle for me. No. Yeah, a little better. So anyway, back to my cousin Angel and my mom. Seeing videos of them warmed my heart so much. It's like stepping into a time machine and being able to see those people again at the same, age they used to be when they were the healthiest. And anyway, I don't know how much. I know my daughter loves me, but she's in that age right now where she's whatever. She's not really too bothered by being around me very often. I mean, she loves me to death, and she'll eat dinner with me, and she'll chat with me and stuff, but most of her time is spent with her boyfriend or her kids that she babysits. So anyway, I feel like in the future, she's going to want to have memories of me, and her kids might want to have memories of me, and maybe the old stories that I told. And I have stories. I've been through quite a life, and it's hard to talk about bad things that happen in our lives without and not get a whole bunch of pity for it. pity is the thing that I can't stand. I mean, it doesn't do anybody good. When somebody would say, oh, I'm so very sorry to hear about your mom passed away. I mean, I understand. That's the only thing that I can stay in that, like, position. If I was talking to somebody whose mom passed away, like, I don't know what to say either. But so when they say it to me now, I always respond with a silly, like, oh, don't worry, I know you weren't responsible. That kind of like makes them, what? So that's kind of a cute response. But anyway, some of the tragic things that happen in my life, and especially in my mom's life, are huge, like, stories. There's some deep stories that you can, like, learn from. I mean, I'm not here to teach anybody anything. I just want to kind of record the stories, kind of like a video diary. So anyway, I don't think it's going to work out for me to be out walking and talking because I'm having trouble catching my breath. But I'm going to try my best because I'm out walking a lot, and I feel like I'm in kind of a part of the city, Chicago. Oh, and that reminds me, another reason why I want to vlog is because I feel like Chicago gets a real bad rap, and I love this city. I've lived in this city my whole life. Yeah, my whole life except for a couple of years when I was a little jumpy around through Melrose Park and stuff. But anyway, I have a lot of fun in this city, and so I want to go on some of these adventures that I go on and, like, record some of it and just capture some memories, you know? I have a lovely husband, one lovely daughter. Daughter is 23, husband 47, I think, 48, maybe 49, whoopsie. Doesn't mean I love him any less. And I was gonna do, like, my very first video, like 50 facts about me or something like that, but when you watch somebody, you kind of get to know them anyway, you know, so it's like I don't really feel the need to, like, tell you all the facts about me, if especially I'm gonna, like, do videos where I record some of the stories of my life. It's hard to touch on any one single story in just a brief one of 50 facts, you know what I'm saying? And here's another thing, lighting. I know this lighting might suck, but trust me, I mean, I'm gonna have different lightings. I might be recording in my kitchen one day in the daytime, I might be whatever, but I look so much better in this lighting, trust me. So when you compare this video to other videos where it's daylight or whatever, you'll understand what I mean. Anyway, there's adventures I want to go on in Chicago. There's some my favorite museums, places downtown that I, like, constantly I'm referring people at work. They're like, oh, where can I go to have a nice breakfast? Oh, Wildberry over on Randolph. It's right inside of the Prudential building. But I've only been there, like, once, so I don't really know much about Wildberry, but I know that one time I went, it was good. But you know what I mean? Like, the point is, I'm always referring things to people to do things. Take the Chicago's First Lady. It's a historical tour on the Chicago River. Oh my god, it looks like so much fun, and I've been in the city my whole life. I've never done it. So, I guess I can take you on the adventures that I have never been on. Never been to the Sears Tower. Yes, it's called Sears Tower. Willis Tower now. They have a new ledge thing there. I think I might go on that. I don't know. I mean, sure, there's, like, millions of videos on the internet, so I'm not looking to be the next Casey Neistat, although he totally inspires me. I wish I had a little tattoo on my arm that said work harder, because that's really a motto in my life too. I kind of start every single day with a long to-do list. I always challenge myself to do 1 or 2 more things than I ever could, or that I think that I could, and then I do the best I can. But a challenge keeps me on my toes and keeps me moving, you know? And I've come from times where I was like a single mom and taking my kid to, like, daycare and working and all the things that I was doing. my time was really crunched and my money was crunched. Now I'm kind of living a much more easy lifestyle. I don't have the responsibility of a child, or, I mean, she's 23. She's responsible for herself. Anyway, here's the lighting that you might have been wanting. But anyway, so I kind of try to pack more things onto my schedule and try to challenge myself even more than I was at the times in my life that were hard. Because I feel like, went through little boot camps here and there of handling life. So I can handle more now. Anyway, another thing about my vlogging is that I love to cook. I feel like when I'm in the kitchen mixing something, I'm kind of meditating, or like I'm getting that same feeling in my brain that people get when they're meditating, I guess, like a total peace and a calm and a enjoyment. And so when I bake things and I post them, you can check out my Instagram under just Storytime Marie. You'll see I love to bake things, I love to create, I love to take pictures of it and post it on Instagram. I did it for the gram. But anyway, a lot of my friends are always asking me for the recipe. Woo, there goes my halls. So that was pretty embarrassing. But anyway, I always keep a halls in my mouth because that's what I've been addicted to since I haven't been smoking. So anyway, let me pause. Okay, as I was saying with baking, it's hard to write down the ingredients to a recipe and pass it on to somebody and for them to create the same thing, because sometimes there's certain rules that you have to explain, or techniques that you should be using throughout the way, that watching a video recipe kind of helps you learn all those different techniques and ways of putting the food together. Maybe instead of putting salt and pepper, you got to put pepper and salt. Now, I mean, it's not that simple, but for example, making a sponge cake. If you want to make a light and fluffy sponge cake, you should separate the eggs, whites and the yellows, and take the whites with a little bit of sugar and beat them to stiff peaks. Then fold them into the batter so that you have a lighter, fluffier texture. I mean, so if you're passing a recipe that's just written out, eggs, butter, milk, whatever, they don't understand to whip the egg whites to stiff peaks and whatever. So, for some of my better recipes, some of them I'll test out a recipe a few different times, and when I get something right, I'm gonna video it. And when I get something right, I have it written down in a card, and I have a whole recipe box for my recipes. It takes me a while to get a thought out. Anyway, somebody says, "Oh, can I have your lasagna recipe?" Refer to my video about lasagna, so that way they can get the ingredients, the instructions, and my face, and maybe a story that goes behind it. That's another thing about Storytime Marie, is that sometimes food has a story behind it. I'll tell you real quickly my cheesecake story. I always hated cheesecakes all my life, and with my accounting office, we went to the Cheesecake Factory for a Christmas party one year when I worked for a hotel, because I'm gonna have to learn not to say names of companies and things like that. But anyway, went to the Cheesecake Factory, ate dinner. I wanted to leave early because I don't remember why. They said, "Oh, grab some dessert to go." My friends, my coworkers said that, and I was like, I don't like cheesecake, They said, "Come on, just try it, because it's, oh my god, it's amazing." Whatever, they were all kind of pushing it on me, and I remembered that Harry, my husband, his name's Harry, he said he liked cheesecake before, and I know he loves strawberries, so I said, "Well, let me get a piece of strawberry cheesecake to go. I'll bring it home and give it to my husband." So I brought it home. I saw the joy in his face when he was eating it, and I said, let me take a bite of that. I want to try it. me and my brother both, we kind of like were grossed out by the idea of like cooked cheese into a dessert. I mean, if you think about it, it doesn't sound too appealing. Cream cheese is cheese. But anyway, so I just never gave it a try. I'm a little bit of a child with certain icky foods. I won't eat like escargot, clams, eyeballs, or nut sacks. None of those weird things, you know? So, but anyway, so I took a bite. I fell in love. I said, oh my God, this stuff is amazing. And for the next, I would say like 3 months, every day when Harry would take me to work, the Cheesecake Factory happened to be in the same building that I worked in. And I was like, oh, please, 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 can we stop by and get a piece of cheesecake? And my sweet, cheap old husband would say, $7 for a slice of cheesecake. Are you serious? You could do better than that. You're a good cook. You can make a better cheesecake than that. So there's people here. I'm going to pause. So I'm back. I got a whole bunch of recipes together, tested out different ones. I had to actually get books because this is before I had the internet available. This was probably around 2001. Yeah, 2001 or 2001. So I got a bunch of different recipes together. I tried this one and that one, and bam, I found a recipe that was like, in my opinion, and in Harry's opinion, I thought it was kind of like closely the same as the Cheesecake Factory. Harry says it's better, but I think that's just like the husband's response, you know? Oh, honey, it's better than theirs. So anyway, yeah, and it cost a whole lot less than $7 to make a whole cheesecake by myself. So anyway, that recipe went into my recipe box, and my nephew Sam loves it. My sister loves it. A lot of people love it. My brother's still not brave enough to try cheesecake, or maybe he has and he still grossed out by it, but he's not interested. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna have like some recipes that I'll just do a one video on a recipe. I just have to figure out how to edit. I guess that's like everybody's problem, is trying to figure out how to edit. I feel foolish that I spent like $50 on this editing system, and I was like, someone in Facebook land, help me figure out how to work this. And all I could get was like, oh, you should try iMovie. It comes free with your iComputer or whatever, Apple computer. I'm like, well, that'd be awfully nice if I had an Apple computer, but I have Windows. So, and I have this $50 system. I just need somebody to show me how to work it, because it's like, it's complicated. So anyway, if I can figure out how to edit, I feel like that is where I can put in my little artistic, creative touches to my videos. And, oh, this is my first time approaching a car with people looking at me vlogging. Well, get over it, people. But I think I'm going to enjoy editing, you know, because I'm a little bit of a creative person. I used to be an artist when I was in high school, so I had some talent, and I feel like I put my artistic talent into my baking now. And so, anyway, but I want to capture some memories, tell some stories, and just keep it lighthearted. I am not interested in becoming a YouTuber. I don't ever want to make money on this. I mean, money is of course nice. I'm not going to turn it away, but I'm not going to hustle to do it. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people say, oh my God, baking is so good. Why don't you hold. Okay, get this. I'm not bragging or anything, but there's people who like certain things that I make, and they say, oh my God, why aren't you going to like sell this? I would pay money for this. And that's flattering. That's kind of cool. But like, the way I feel about something that you love, like a talent, like I compare it a lot to people who meditate in the morning or do yoga or do some kind of relaxing, calming activity that they enjoy. And if I had to do that for a job, I feel like it takes all the fun out of it. You know what I mean? Like, then I wouldn't enjoy it anymore, because then it becomes supply and demand. And I don't want my YouTube channel to be supply and demand. I just want it to be a personal diary that I keep public. And whatever, I mean, I'm not interested in becoming whatever. I'm just looking to record some memories more than just photos, because Lord knows I've taken as many photos as I need. But I mean, it won't just be me on video. I'm going to try to get, like, my idea is to video my experiences and my stories and my recipes, and to just record those kind of things. I like just, when I'm on a little side street that's hardly ever used, I like to walk in the middle of the street because the ground is flat. Like, when you're on a sidewalk, whether you're on the right side or left side of the street, sometimes the sidewalk is like slanted, so it throws my hips off, if that makes sense. So walking right in the middle of like an alley, if it's daytime I'll walk through the alley, if it's nighttime I might walk through the middle of the street so that I can like have a flat surface to walk on. But anyway, I'm not looking to make money on YouTube. I'm not looking for that supply and demand type of situation. I don't want to be like, oh, what do you want to see? And then feel like I'm disappointing people because I can't meet the demand of everyone's requests. You know what I'm saying? But I am going to welcome requests because I love to have, like, especially recipe requests, I love to have challenging ideas and like things to, like, projects. I love construction projects. I also have some organizing projects around the house I'd like to like somehow capture. And anyway, what was I thinking? YouTube. Okay, so I don't know. That's it. My brain just like went to sleep. Anyway, I'm gonna pause for a minute and gather my thoughts. Okay, so my phone just told me that I'm only down to like 13% battery. I would say 13% occupancy because I've been working in the hotel business for so long that I don't know, I get my terms mixed up. So anyway, I'll end this right here and we'll pause again. I was crossing the street and I'm sure that you wanted me to watch where I was going. Anyway, thank you for watching, and subscribe if you want to. If you don't want to, I'm not hurting. I'm going to keep my day job, but it would be nice to like have a little following, or to hear or see if I'm just a boring person and I need to stop, or if I should continue. That's all. Thank you. Bye.